let me just stress something real quick. What Pisco does is he tries to trap you into an absolute position that you will deny 800,000
times. Hold on 1 second. Didn't he accuse me of doing that too? He accuses everybody.
This reminded me of
trying.
What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Sam Seder and Tim Pool's beef has always cracked me up. I think it's hilarious. You know why? Because Tim Pool, I used to watch Tim Pool all the time. Tim Pool definitely, you know, when I was watching him at first, like he seemed to be ultra based, whatever, you know, beanie, blah, blah, blah. I was all into it. And then he would talk about Sam Seder and the left this, the left that, and all of that, and, you know, the whole talking points and everything. And then Sam Seder stepped to him with his own words, and Tim Pool, I mean, my God, if you thought anybody, it couldn't be any like lighter skin than Tim Pool, just watch him go another shade lighter after Sam Seder stepped into his own podcast and absolutely obliterated him on Tim Pool's own podcast. I mean, it was absolutely delicious actually to watch. And I have no problem with light skin or white people or whatever, but I just thought it was hilarious. I'm like, yo, Sam Seder went back with the iPad, like, this is what you said about me. What did you mean? And now you can't say that you didn't say it. And Tim Pool was just like, and it was, that was the sounds he was making. Those aren't my sounds. And Tim Pool was taken aback on Tim Pool's own podcast. So I love watching Sam Seder rip into Tim Pool, and that's what we're going to watch. Tim Pool is like losing, believe it or not, Tim Pool's been complaining. Tim Pool is not really secure in Tim Pool's position. But anyway, let's watch Sam Seder and Emma Weigman absolutely destroy Tim Pool and have fun with it.
To force him to take a position on stuff instead of pretending like he's sort of plays both sides of the fence.
Yeah, he's just a weather vane, a windsock.
Tries to trap you into an absolute position that you will deny 800,000 times, like I've done throughout the entirety of the show.
I can tell for the last 2 hours.
Wait, hang on a second.
Right.
You deny that you supported Mahmoud Khalil's deportation. You said whoa. You supported that deportation.
Clip this, guys.
For Israel or what?
Clip this, guys. This is a really, really great one. He said, I support in general people being deported over Israel.
Wait a second. Didn't Tim Pool criticize me for saying clip this?
Prop clipping.
Prop clipping?
Now Tim thinks he's the prop clipper now.
Oh, interesting.
The prop clipped has become the prop clipper.
I see.
I mean, use your tactics, their enemies' tactics on them,
But
I
I'll
guess.
say, I don't think Tim makes a good point here.
Whoa, you supported that deportation.
Clip this, guys.
For Israel or what?
Clip this, guys. This is a really, really great one. He said, I support in general people being deported over Israel. Then, when challenged, he did the Mott and Bailey back to a single individual with certain contexts.
Well, that's why he's being deported, isn't he? And the same thing with Reza Ozturk.
Didn't he call to destroy Western civilization?
My point is made.
Hang on a second.
Wait. His point was made? His point was made. You support people being deported because of their views on Israel. Oh, what are you talking about? You supported Khalil's deportation. Well, that's just one example of exactly what you're talking about.
The most high-profile, basically, political prisoner for his political speech on Palestine.
This is where Tim Pool would, if he actually had a genuine position against it, would say, I did support that, but I didn't support this, and this example of what you're talking about because the Khalil deportation was specifically different on these terms. Now, Tim Pool won't say that because he doesn't believe that. He doesn't know of any other circumstances.
Yeah.
But
because Tim Pool Sam Seder is absolutely right, because Tim Pool is not, I don't want to say aware of the issues, does not care. Does not care. So don't make it seem like Tim Pool and Israel has been Tim Pool's situation with Israel has been what has caused him his viewers. Okay, let's keep it real, guys. We're not going to act like everybody in America was hip to the game on AIPAC and all of this 3 years ago, right? But you better believe after almost 2 years ago of what happened that time, I don't want to say the date, people are becoming more aware, and as time is going on, it's just become undeniable. I think we have 250 state legislators in Israel right now, blessing some sort of temple or something. I don't know. Why are they there? We have problems in our own states, and people are noticing this, and people are talking about it. So a lot of his viewers are pissed, and you'll see the super chats of Tim Pool's super chats, or Tim Pool's chats of them saying you're on your shill, or whatever, and all of that. Tim Pool met with Netanyahu in secret, so it's been abysmal for Tim Pool with this position that Tim Pool has taken with Israel. Tim Pool has shown that there is something that Tim Pool will be, kowtow to the establishment for, and that is, Israel. And it's okay. Just, keep it real. It's okay. And Sam Seder is saying, you don't even know what examples to bring up because you are purposely not talking about this because you can't, or whatever reason, but you can't talk about it.
He needs to maintain this notion of like, yes, I am sort of against this, but I can't be too explicit about it. So let's Martin Bailey.
Yeah, and also Mahmoud Khalil didn't say he's trying to end Western civilization.
Oh, cool.
That's something he said. He's actually picked as a mediator between the activists and the administration because is fairly measured.
And because Jewish students said explicitly he's not anti-Semitic and we like dealing with him.
Yeah, so they're just making stuff up to justify it.
Okay.
Because they do support it.
Mesa Ozturk.
Didn't he call to destroy Western civilization?
My point is made.
Hang on a second. He's being deported because he was critical of Israel. Isn't
You ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
criminal context? What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. You see, this is the game he's playing.
What's the game?
He's listening to me.
He's listening to what I'm saying, and he's trying to.
I know this listening game.
This is actually funny. This is funny. If you guys like this clip, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you to every eye that lands on these videos.
I know this make me define my terms.
Oh my God.
He's being deported because he was critical of Israel.
You ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
criminal context? What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. You see, this is the game he's playing. He'll say, you'll say something like, "Here's a guy who stabbed the baby. She go to jail, and he was black." And you're like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, Tim said black people should go to jail." It's like, what the fuck are you talking
Wait, no.
about?
You supported someone who's
One guy, one time.
Because he was critical of Israel. That's why you did support that. I mean, I had the
I did
conversation.
not
Because of that, or because he did other things that were objectively
He's
immoral?
lying.
No, I'm not lying. What's the lie?
Pause it. Oh, did he do other things that were objectively immoral? Like, list one.
That guy thinks women shouldn't be allowed to work.
Oh, all right. Well, that was it. Okay.
One woman, one time.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to be too indulgent, but I do have to back up to where Tim Pool repeats, "One man, one time."
Hang on a second. He's being deported because he was critical of Israel.
You ask a question about a specific criminal context, but then try to
criminal context? What is he being charged with criminally?
Well, let's see. You see, this is the game he's playing.
What's the game?
He'll say, you'll say something like, "Here's a guy who stabbed the baby. She go to jail, and he was black." And you're like, "Yes." He was like, "Well, Tim said black people should go to jail." It's like, what the fuck are you talking
Wait, no.
about?
You supported someone.
Pause it for a second.
guy,
No. You could do one guy one time in a second, but the analogy is not, here's a guy who stabbed a baby and he's black and Tim Pool wants black people to go to jail. The analogy
more Martin
is,
Bailey horse
here's
shit.
a guy who stabbed a baby. Incidentally, Tim is now equating criticizing Israel with stabbing a baby. But let's let that slide for a moment. What Tim is doing is saying, here's a guy who stabbed a baby, he should go to jail. And there's another guy who stabbed a baby, and I'm not going to talk about that.
No.
Here's a guy.
Well, no, it's more.
You're saying Tim is being criticized for suggesting that someone who stabs a baby should go to jail. Now, in this case, Tim is the one who has made that the equivalent of criticizing Israel. But his analogy is also fake. It's amazing how hard he's running from this.
Because it's
Who is this guy that he's debating? Is this somebody he has regularly on the show? And it's really
I've seen this guy on Twitter. He's
Pisco.
good.
No,
Yeah.
I've seen him on the straight.
taking Pool to school.
He's a good analyst on stuff. I've seen him on the Straighterade Twitch channel. I believe he has his own Twitch now, which might even be live. Yeah, this is Pisco.
But stabbing a baby is not free speech. Okay, so I just want to tease it out just for a little bit longer. So it would be as if a black guy stabbed a baby in a different country.
One guy, one time.
Right. And then, which I guess would be the Hamas attack. And then he would be saying that all black people who discuss the stabbing of the baby or the systemic reasons behind the stabbing of the baby
You're
would be
trying to-
subject
you're trying to-
deportation.
Yeah, she is. She's losing me there. Like, don't try. Like, I don't know if Emma is being graceful for Tim Pool, or but I don't know what that was or whatever. I mean, shout out to her even for trying. Shout out to Emma Vigeland for even trying to decipher what Tim Pool was saying out of Tim Pool's mouth. But the fact is that Tim Pool was trying to make it seem like, you know, like if I say that a black man who did something bad should go to jail, now you're trying to say that I'm implying that to all black people. This is not the same thing. This is implying that the person who was speaking out against Israel was doing something bad anyway. That's the point. Tim Pool went off about that. Don't come into our country and tell us how to run our government. Is that the bigger issue? Is that the bigger picture that we should be talking about? Like, is that really it? Like, I'm sorry. Is it that, you know, that people from other countries are telling us about our government? No, not the fact that our government is, I mean, I just said 250 state legislators are at Ben Shapiro's favorite country. I've said that word a little too much. Don't want to knock the, you know, the thing, whatever it is on the YouTube. Which one's the bigger problem here? Right? So that's the point. Tim Pool is extremely disingenuous. And I'm telling you, this situation with free speech and Ben Shapiro's favorite country has made it very obvious just how disingenuous Tim Pool actually is. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.